We're going to begin this process now, and we're going to watch it right along with you. Our intent is not to interrupt the services today unless something big happens, and we don't anticipate that. FDNY and NYPD people are going to march in like they are right now. We're going to hear some bagpipes in a moment, and you're going to hear the voices of the victims' families as they read the names, as they have done since 2002, 1 year after the attacks.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we held at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets' red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say, does that star-spangled banner...
This is an ABC News special report. September 11th, America remembers.
Good morning. For those of you just joining us, we're taking a moment now to mark the 23rd anniversary of the September 11th terrorist attacks. There you see the sites where the terrorists struck 23 years ago, the former site of the World Trade Center in Lower Manhattan. Families are gathering to read the names of the nearly 3,000 people who died. President Biden, Vice President Kamala Harris, former President Trump, and his running mate J.D. Vance are all there to pay their respects as well. Gatherings also at the Pentagon and in Shanksville, Pennsylvania. A wreath-laying ceremony is going to take place at the Pentagon later this morning, followed by remarks by Defense Secretary Lloyd Austin. Bells of remembrance at Shanksville, and now the moment of silence. In a moment, the names of the victims will be read in Lower Manhattan. Then another moment of silence when United Airlines Flight 175 hit the South Tower. President Biden will commemorate the attacks again later today at the Pentagon, where he's expected to meet with families.
Amoth Jr.,
Edmiro Abad,
Marie Rose Abad,
Andrew Anthony Abate,
Vincent Paul Abate,
Lawrence Christopher Abel,
Alana Abraham,
William F. Abrahamson,
Richard Anthony Acito,
Heinrich Bernard Ackerman,
Paul Aquaviva,
Christian Adams,
Donald Leroy Adams,
Patrick Adams,
Shannon Lewis Adams,
Stephen George Adams,
Ignatius Udo Adanga,
Christy A. Adama,
Terrence Edward Adderley Jr.,
Sophia B. Ado,
Lee Adler,
Daniel Thomas Afalito,
Emmanuel Akwasi Afuakwa,
Alok Argawal,
Mukal Kumar Agawala,
Joseph Agnello,
David Scott Agnes,
Joao Alberto de Fonseca Aguiar Jr.,
Brian G. Ahern,
Jeremiah Joseph Ahern,
Joanne Marie Aladiotis,
Shabir Ahmed,
Terrence Andre Aiken,
Godwin O. Ahala,
Trudy M. Alagero,
Andrew Alamino,
Margaret Ann Alario,
Gary M. Albero,
John Leslie Albert,
Peter Craig Alderman,
and my cousin, New York firefighter Steve Belson from Rockaway Beach, Queens. Steve was known as Mr. Ladder 24 at Engine 1 on West 31st Street near Madison Square Garden, right here in Manhattan. He was last heard from on the 44th floor while climbing up the South Tower, and will be a hero among so many on that day. I want to say, though, quickly, that each one of us who follow us in the readings of the names, as well as each person watching, no matter where you are or the language you speak, has the power to affect the world for good. Never forget the evil terrorist organizations that brought these towers down, killing almost 3,000 innocent lives, including those at the Pentagon and on the 4 hijacked planes. And to all of those out there who still do not know history, please learn about the groups and the nations that continue to support global terror, including all those who still chant "Death to America." Enough already. Let the good people of the world unite on the side of the good and the righteous. And may God bless the United States of America, land of the free and home of the brave.
And my cousin and godfather, Ryan Daniel Fitzgerald. Every day I wear your initials on my shoulder. I'm reminded of your profound impact on my life. Your memory lives on in our hearts, and your family misses you deeply. The love we have for you will endure across generations. We will never forget you or anyone who tragically lost their lives that day. God bless our military, our first responders, the FDNY, Engine 298, the NYPD, and God bless New York City. But most of all, God bless America.
Jacqueline Delane Aldridge Frederick,
David D. Alger,
Ernest Alicacos,
Edward L. Allegretto,
Eric Allen,
Joseph Ryan Allen,
Richard Dennis Allen,
Richard L. Allen,
Christopher E. Allingham,
Anna S. W. Allison,
Janet Marie Alonso,
Anthony Alvarado,
Antonio Javier Alvarez,
Victoria Alvarez Brito,
Telmo E. Alvier,
Cesar Amaranto Alviar,
Tariq Amunula,
Angelo Amaranto,
James M. Amato,
Joseph Amatuccio,
Paul W. Ambrose,
Christopher Charles Amoroso,
Craig Scott Amundson,
Kazuhiro Anai,
Callisto Anaya Jr.,
Joseph P. Enchundia,
Kermit Charles Anderson,
Yvette Constance Anderson,
John Jack Andriacchio,
Michael Rourke Andrews.
Jean Ann Andrucki.
Sue Nia Ang.
Joseph Angelini Sr.
Joseph John Angelini Jr.
David Lawrence Angel.
Mary Lynn Edwards Angel.
Laura Angeletta.
Doreen J. Angrisani.
Lorraine Antigua.
Seima David Aoyama.
And my grandfather, Edward Joseph Papa. Grandpa Eddie, although I never got a chance to meet you, we share many of the same interests. Not only do we share the same name, but I also love to play golf. I also love the Mets and playing baseball just like you did. People always tell me we share the same smile and happy energy. I wish I could have met you, and I hope you're all making you proud.
And my dad, Stephen Francis Schlag. I love him and miss him as ever. All the years combined, they melt into a dream. Life is good, it's 88 and sunny.
Peter Paul Apollo.
Faustino Apostle Jr.
Frank Thomas Aquilino.
Patrick Michael Araños.
David Gregory Archer.
Michael George Archensky.
Louis Arena.
Barbara Jean Aristide.
Adam P. Arias.
Michael J. Armstrong.
Jack Charles Aaron.
Joshua Todd Aaron.
Richard Avery Arno.
Myra Joy Aronson.
Japhet Jesse Ariad.
Carl Francis Asaro.
Michael A. Ajiak.
Michael Edward Asher.
Janice Marie Ashley.
Thomas J. Ashton.
Manuel O. Asidambe.
Greg A. Atlas.
Gerald Thomas Atwood.
James Otterfred.
Louis F. Aversano Jr.
Ezra Avilias.
Sandy Ayala.
Arlene T. Babakidis.
Eustace R. Bacchus.
John J. Badakliaka.
Jane Ellen Basler.
Robert J. Bearwalter.
Andrew J. Bailey.
Brett T. Bailey.
Garnet Ace Bailey.
Tatiana Bakalinskaya.
Michael S. Baksh.
Sharon M. Balcom.
Michael Andrew Bain.
Catherine Bantis.
And my uncle, firefighter Jimmy Riches. Uncle Jimmy, we talk about you all the time and how you sound so amazing. I wish I could have met you, and I know you were cheering me on at all of my cheerleading competitions and watching over our whole family. We all know when we see a dragonfly, it's your way of saying hello to us. We will always remember you. God bless America.
And with endless love, appreciation, and admiration, my brother, FDNY Captain William O'Keefe.
Gerard Baptiste.
Walter Barron.
Gerard A. Barbara.
Paul Vincent Barbero.
James William Barbella.
Colleen Ann Barco.
Christine Jonna Barbuto.
Victor Daniel Barbosa.
David Michael Barkway.
Firefighter Matthew Barnes.
Melissa Rose Barnes.
Sheila Patricia Barnes.
Evan J. Barron.
Renee Barrett Arjun.
Arthur Thaddeus Berry.
Diane G. Berry.
Maurice Vincent Berry.
Scott D. Bart,
Carlton W. Bartels,
Guy Barbsey,
Ina B. Bassina,
Alyssa Christine Burton Bosmajan,
Kenneth William Besnicki,
Lieutenant Firefighter Stephen Joseph Bates,
Paul James Taglia,
W. David Bauer,
Ivan Luis Carpio Bautista,
Arlene Capito Bautista,
Mark Lawrence Bavis,
Jasper Baxter,
Lorraine G. Bay,
Michelle Beal,
Todd M. Beamer,
Paul Frederick Bettini,
Jane S. Beatty,
Alan Anthony Bevan,
Lawrence Ira Beck,
Minette Marie Beckles,
Carl John Bedigian,
Michael Ernest Beekman,
and my grandfather, Carl W. Tepe. I hear many stories about him every day. Some make me laugh and some make me cry, but every story inspires me. Although I was never fortunate enough to meet my grandfather, he is my hero. I see parts of him in my everyday life, such as the color red, his favorite color, and I see him within my family. He is within my mom, my uncle, and my grandma, within my sister and little cousins, and I know there are parts of him within me, and I know that he is with me and my family in every step that we take.
And my grandfather, Firefighter Alan Tarasarich. I would like to take this time to thank everyone who really keeps their word to never forget, so they are not forgotten. All the stories I hear about my grandfather, I've learned that he would do the same if he didn't die that day. The family misses and loves you.